Woot woot. Okay, so everybody should be able to see my screen, right? My PowerPoint, the Lilies PowerPoint tonight. And congrats to the Lilies. March was a busy month, but we do have some shout outs to do. I've got some training to do with you guys. World Conference last week definitely put a pep into my step. I hope it did for y'all. If you have not seen it, I can send you the recording. It's all up on YouTube. A quick shout out to the Lilies in the room as we kick off this recording, and to any Lilies watching the recording, thank you for taking that time. But thank you for taking time in the room. We've got Christine Turner. I put her as our co-host tonight. I hope she's cool with that. She usually is. And that's because Lawanda's computer is definitely out of date. She's actually building one with a friend of hers, and I just hope it doesn't shut off like it did last month. So welcome, welcome. And again, thank you, Christine Turner, for being here in the room. Deborah Truitt, Deb from Canada. I never say her last name right, but Deb K, what's up? Jess Temple, Mara Foster, Nancy Thomas, who lives minutes away from me. Can't wait to see her. And then Tammy Curtis, Tammy Roberts, and Tracy Smith. Oh, wow, that's nice. Zoom alphabetizes everything for me. Yay. So congrats for taking time away from, I know, your evening to spend with us. We only do this a couple times a month. So thank you for being here and spending time with us. Let's go ahead and kick it off. So get some pen and paper, because we do have a definite icebreaker. But first, before I jump into that icebreaker, I had to show something that my husband actually posted to social media recently. We have lilies. We had lilies in our yard at our last house because of our team. I planted lilies at the new house months ago, and look at what happened today. So I just take this as a wonderful sign that all of us on our team are blooming. We're opening up. We're starting to pollinate, which is why I've got allergy cough for the last 3 weeks. and believe me, I've seen a doctor. All of this is good. I'm just going to cough and have barely a voice for a while. But these literally just popped open today. And so I had to show you guys that your very own Lusty Lilies team leader who plants lilies and watches them bloom. I knew our horticulturist, Tammy Roberts, would love that. So I had to put that in the slideshow. I literally put that in the slideshow like 2 minutes ago. But let me just kick it off to our icebreaker. So go ahead and grab a pen and paper. This will be fast. This will be fun. And we already started doing it. You already started thinking about your superpower. Some of us talked about superpowers for our, let me just go back to the chat real quick. Positivity, time management, kick-ass mom, great wife. I can keep going. She's always adding color. That's Christine Turner. So what I wanted to do is ask you guys this, because I recently went to another kind of leadership meeting, and I saw them do this icebreaker. And I was like, oh my God, I want to do this with the Lilies, because we should remember what our superpowers are. We should embrace our superpowers and remember that we have them to use. So, and that's who we are almost, to a point, like even when someone said they were a good wife, you take, I feel the same. There's some of us that have that superpower where we are taking care of others. We are taking damn good care of our husbands or ourselves. Definitely the superpower of connecting people to people. I recently had a mind-blowing, oh my goodness, that's definitely what I do out here, is connecting people to the right people. So grab your pen and paper, because this is what I want us to do. And I've got my pen and paper ready too. I had this superpower that I've got is kind of hard to draw, but this is a fun kind of just 5-minute icebreaker I wanted to do with you guys. And I'll show you an example, but I want you to draw yourself. Yes, I know you're like, oh my God, really? With crayons and stuff and colored pencils? No, just grab a pen and paper, and you're going to do a quick, like it's almost your own meme or your own emoji. If you think about it, that you're going to draw yourself, and I'll show you the example of what the person that was leading our meeting did. And it was great. It was absolutely awesome. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to take the next few minutes. I've got my paper ready too. And we're just going to draw ourselves with our superpower. And then we're going to post it. I'm going to make a thread in the Lilies tonight. And then over the next day or so, because we're all doing this right now, so grab your pen and paper. I want us to do this together. We're going to draw our superpower, and then we're going to share it with the rest of the Lilies, because we should embrace our superpower. We should remember what we're good at, because lately the world has been crap. And everybody's thinking about what they're bad at, or what they don't have, or what they need to work on. And you know what? I'm going to take it from a grain of salt. I'm going to tell you, Chris is always reminding us, and this is not a meeting led by Chris, by the way, this is not Chris, but it was a wonderful meeting. And I really took it to heart, because even Chris himself is always telling us at board meetings to embrace what we're good at. So I want you guys to remember your superpower. Maybe it's one thing, maybe it's 5 things, but whatever your superpower is, go ahead and let's do that. I literally am going to play some music. I thought about playing some music, but I might hang up on y'all by accident. So let's just take a moment. The time is 8:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so grab that pen and paper. We're going to do it quick. It's going to be sloppy. It doesn't have to be pretty. I know Tammy Roberts is already working on hers. I'm going to go start on mine, and I'm going to give us about 5 to 6 minutes. It's supposed to be, this activity is supposed to be fast, fun. Remember what you're good at, your superpowers. And I'm just going to give myself like a bald head. Okay, let's go. Draw yourself, Lilies. Okay, so as we take another few minutes to draw ourselves, I'm laughing at myself, which I knew I was going to do. And yes, this is not supposed to be perfect either, which is what our team is all about. We're not supposed to be perfect. So let's, once you've got your person, oh, I love it, Deb. Once you got, your person, I know you're going to want to draw more. I know for a fact Christine Turner is going to want to draw more. And drawing is very therapeutic. So if you're taking the last few minutes and you're wrapping up your drawing and you're like, damn, I wish I had more time to do this, go make a block of time this week, this weekend. draw, color, remember why that's good and that's therapeutic for us, right? That was another reason this exercise, this icebreaker was so good. And you could do this in your VIP groups. Take your drawing, show it off, talk about what you did at your team meeting this week, and tell them, be like, what's y'all superpower? Drop it below. Hey, draw a picture. Let's go even further. You can go live in your VIP group and share your photo, share your superpowers. Oh, Tammy, I love it. Oh, I knew Christine Turner's was going to be so good. Okay. Now Jess is here too. Nancy, Tracy, Mara, I know she's wet. She's wet right now. I'm going to put my picture up, and I'm just going to forewarn y'all, I suck at drawing, but that's not what this is about. Oh, Jess, you're just even, I don't know why I gave myself like such a big neck and like these weird tits like up on my neck. Like I was trying to draw my body, but then it went bad. So I just turned myself into a star. I was like, I'm just going to shine through this big, like I put the tits on my neck. I don't even know what I was doing. I'm really bad at drawing. My face is probably the best part. There's my hair that needs a haircut, but great at connecting people, always ready to help. I love to walk. I put these big shoes on me and loves to talk. And I put myself in a star shape. So I know it was a different kind of icebreaker. I know I'm recording right now and I'm not letting y'all share right now. The after party, I would love to share and talk more, but I will be making a post in the Lilies, and I would love to see your superpower self-portrait that you had only 5 minutes to make. That's why it looks like this. So I'll make sure all that's in the post, but please post yours when I make that thread, and then hang afterwards in the after party. I'd love to talk a little bit more. Give me a thumbs up or use the chat box. Did y'all like that icebreaker? Was that good? I hope y'all like that. It was different. I'm trying some different stuff this second quarter. Y'all are going to notice that about me. I'm trying different stuff, but I love that some of you put yours up. If you're like, oh my God, I don't want to put mine up, go ahead and look at mine one more time. Okay. And then remember, you can definitely put yours up because I'm going to put that up. But I'm so glad we did that. Let me see if there's anything in the chat box that I have missed before we move on. Oh yes, Tracy, really makes you self-reflect. The tiger lilies are fiercely beautiful, just like us. Amen. And then Tammy Curtis, superpower, or superpower, staying strong. I love that. Okay, let's get into a little bit of training that I've got prepped for you guys, and then we're going to have some recognition. Feel free to take screenshots, and I love that, Deb. Thank you. And we will have, I'll have all these slides up on our team website, and I will share any with you that you don't get a chance to screenshot. Some of this I collaborated with other board members of what they were doing with their teams this month. And then some of this is just good old fashioned Lawanda. But first of all, if nobody knew what was happening on the 25th of April this month, we moved our mega prize party. Easter holiday got the best of all of us. Spring break is getting the best of all of us. So April 25th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just want to shout out real quick. Let me bring my list up of the Lilies that have signed up to do this with us this year. Just big shout out to Leanne, Nancy, Sasha Prince. So Nancy Thomas, Leanne Coulter, Deborah Kay, Cindy Trottier, Joanne, Chassie Ledford, Karen Gaskins, Christine Turner, Ashley Jump, Tammy Roberts, Jackie Kachayam, Amber Lee, Tracy Smith, and Shauna Gordon. I've got all of y'all on the list. Some of y'all want to participate more often, so I'll be hitting y'all up in the next few days. But yes, if you did not know, now you know that we have a big mega party coming up. So it's still right there inside of our party group. And if you've got questions about it, you can reach out to either myself, Shauna, or Mara. And we've also got something corporate is doing for us. It is a booking blitz that starts the same day as our team mega prize party, which I didn't plan that. I didn't know we were having that booking blitz until I came back from Pennsylvania and I started watching Rise and Grind replays. And I was like, oh, Chris, let's do it. They set it on Live Alive last night. We have not, as a company, had a booking blitz in a while. So this is something I hope they track by team name. So if we're able, they're supposed to give us more information tomorrow and the next day. But if you're able to actually track, you can put Lusty Lilies in. I'm not sure if they're doing that this year or not, but if they're not, it does go from the 25th to the 27th. Chris said it last night. He's going to do a live alive each night with tips. I've got a couple of leaders. I'm still reaching out to more, but I've got a couple of leaders that want to also go live and on the team group wall with tips to how to book parties. And I also have a video up on how to enter parties. So what you're doing is between the 25th and 27th of April, you're going to book as many parties as you can from May 1st to June 30th. Okay. And then you enter the parties. They can be virtual parties. They can be in-person parties, but you have to enter them before the 27th. So this is something the team has done before. We get real excited. We take a few strong days. We give out tips to each other. We cheer each other on. And we usually have prizes that we have. Now I've actually got, let me share my other screen real quick. I've actually got one more thing to show you guys. And I just hope it comes up without me having to scroll too far. Okay, can you guys kind of see that? Let me put it in the present mode. Book and Blitz. Can y'all see this? I hope y'all can see this. It's a new screen, but it's on the same screen. Thumbs up. Maybe if you can see. Thank you. And I don't see a thumb. Can y'all see this? The Book and Blitz hot pink. Oh, thank you. Oh, good. I didn't hang up on you guys. Cool. Decide how bad you want parties. That's the first thing. And I actually put up a question, and thank you, Tammy, for answering it. But what would you make out of a $600 party? The average party right now in person is $600. No lie. When you are able to get I'm going to say at least 3 to 5 women. So it's not a huge in-person party. COVID restrictions, we completely understand. Canada still has restrictions too. But in-home parties in the United States of America for the past 8 months, you guys, so for almost a whole year, the average has been, no joke, $600 in sales with just a few people. And that's because we are then excited. We can smell, we can taste, we can touch again. That's why I'm keeping my parties to 5 people or less. And it's very quick, and you get a chance to make real in-person sales. So if you do want in-person parties, I know some areas still have restrictions, but if you can actually get with a gal, and if it's warm, hang out outside. Or if it's not warm, hang out in any place, honestly, that will allow 5 to 6 people to just, if it's a restaurant, a back room, if there's a private room, but decide right now. And I know some people might be like, Wanda, I want parties bad. There's a thing we say on the board of directors. You might say you want it bad, but how bad do you feel? Like how like determined and dedicated do you feel about having those parties? And if you want them that bad, you've got to set numbers. You got to set goals. And I know that Deb K does this, and a few other Lusty Lilies leaders do this. So I'm speaking to everybody as a whole. When you actually want it bad enough, you have got to set a goal that you're actually going to reach for, work for, and plan for, if that makes sense. Okay, so in general, I try to have at least 2 in-person parties a week and 2 online parties a week. That's just what I try to do. You could do 1 of each a week or 1 each every other week, so you have 2 a month. But honestly, having just that feeling of being in front of people, if you can do in person, I'm not going to lie, it took me a while to get back in person too, even when we still had restrictions. If you keep it small, keep the idea behind it where you talk to the hostess, take shoes off at the door, everybody wash your hands, now sit down. Don't touch each other, don't lick each other, don't lick my doorknobs and shit. If that's how you feel, we set those stipulations in place at my parties, and we have fun. So getting your calendar ready is next. All right, within next week, some of the tips that I'm going to be sharing will be how I control my calendar. I only party on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. You guys, you can honestly do that. Pick days of the week that you will take 2 to 3 hours to actually host and have a party. Work with your family. I talk to my kids and my husband all the time about the schedule that month. I'll just pick a few days, and that's how I get my calendar ready. Now you got to do, like I said before, when you want it bad enough, you're going to want to set numbers. You're going to want to set goals. Chris is going to talk about that during that book and blitz. You're going to be like, okay, how many do you actually want that you're actually going to work on and talk to? And it's always 50-50. Even when you have in-home parties or online parties, and you've only got maybe 10 people in that group or 10 people in that room, usually 50% of them are going to participate in some way by either talking, chatting, commenting, showing up, or shopping. Okay, so keep that in mind. So if you want 10 parties, you need to go and actually book 20. I know that doesn't make sense, but it makes sense in the world of calendar control. If you want something bad enough, you're gonna want to talk to people. So decide on what you will implement to get bookings and get your graphics ready. Now, I actually took a bunch of my friends and shared their graphics. So here's some of my board friends, because we were all kind of sharing graphics. So take some fun promo videos. Some of them don't even need to have product. Like, I've known a lot of consultants that don't carry inventory that solely use their website and corporate's warehouse. Hello, why not? Get your deposit on Monday, Tuesday, let them ship everything. That is how I run all of my online parties. And I can tell you right now, Tara Van Eck, who is our top seller of our team, that's how she runs all of her online parties. She lets the website do the work. So use your product or don't use your product in your promo pics. Now, if you don't have any promotional pics with our products or with something, like on a good hair day or a good makeup day or a good background day, if you don't have any, use this booking blitz as your motivation to really dive deep and make some, because I literally spent one day, I spend one day each year and I take a crap ton of photos. I change my shirt, I change my product, I change my background. I take like 100 damn photos and I'm done for the year, you guys. And I use them. I use them in parties. I use them in booking blitzes all year. Okay. So a couple more things I wanted to share. This right here is very simple. This is a very good friend of mine, but I love keeping things simple. So just tell people you're in a contest. Tell them you like to win, that you've got freebies for those that can help you out. Those freebies can be very vague at first. And then when you book the party with her, ask her what her favorite product is or what her next refill needs to be or what she's always wanted to try. Or if she has any lingerie, would you like that for free? Your freebies can be vague at first and then customizable once you book that party with her. Comment me below for details. You always want to make a call to action. You never just want to post something and expect that they know to comment, because guess what? They don't comment unless you tell them. I know that sounds crazy, but that is true. A couple more things I thought switch up the picture. If you have a product or if you have a picture of yourself without a product, use the corporate website and pull the images of the products from your website. I do that all the time. You get the latest actual packaging. It's clear, it's free. It's what corporate's photography team did, so it looks great. So again, free, blank, say what, drop a GIF if you want info on how to get it. And it could be the close contact. I mean, that thing is what, $29 or $39 right now? It's $150 damn to it. You can go to the sale page and get it for like $30. That's why we are, a lot of our board members and myself, we're using that close contact. Okay. Screenshot this. But here is a quick just script, that you could use. This is not supposed to be like a script I'm telling you to use. It is a script that you could potentially put your own flavor and make it yours, and then use it within the next couple of days or over the next couple of weeks to book your parties, because this booking blitz is a great way to motivate yourself. So just real quick, tell her, I'm not even looking for sales. It's okay if I don't even make $1. I just want to meet your friends, because if you do meet her friends and you show them some stuff, they're going to buy some stuff. No joke. I'll at least hook you up with a free pleasure pack. Now that pleasure pack could be anything you put together, maybe a sample, maybe a coupon that she can use on a future purchase, you guys. And then, hey, if someone does want to treat themselves, and of course you get a free credit to spend as well. If you're able to help out, would you like me to send you some dates? Again, calendar control. I never let people tell me when I'm booking my parties, y'all. I tell her, I'd be like, would you like a weekday or a weekend? Honestly, whenever I start booking a party, I start with the month. I'm like, would you like April or May? And soon I'm just going to say May and June. Would you like a weekend or a weekday? And then when she narrows it down and she says weekend, I'm like, okay, cool, afternoon or evening. Really narrowing it down and helping her get specific will help her think about her schedule, her friends, and then nail down a date. I usually give her no more than 24 hours with that available date. I follow up. I'm like, hey, girl, hey, if we were talking over text, if we were talking over email, or if we were talking over Facebook, wherever we were talking, I go back to where I was talking to her at. And I follow up in 24 hours or less, letting her know that I've got more dates available to choose from, or let's nail this down before somebody else grabs it from me. Because I'm in a contest and I'm trying to win. That's the mentality. That's what the Booking Blitz is going to help us. So the last, before I jump out of this, the last thing I wanted to mention is if you start, putting stuff together and you still need somebody to look at it, no joke. Every leader that I've ever worked with the Lilies, they've wanted me or someone else, let us all look at it together. Use our focus chat group, or use our group wall and our team page, or just send it to me, or send it to one of our mentors like Shauna, Mara, or Stubbs. I can tell you for a fact, Stubbs and I worked for 2 years straight on her scripts. And then once she got a really good flow and flavor, she was able to come up with her own words. You guys, we're here to help you with your words. We don't want you to feel like you have to know everything, especially our new gals. Jess, I'll use you as an example. You're not supposed to know everything. Shit, I didn't know everything when I started. Okay, let us help you. That's what we're here for. So let me get out of this and get back to the other slideshow. Thanks, friends, for letting me do that. Now, let's talk about it real quick. If you want to screenshot this, these are some questions you're going to see me post to the Lilies over the course of this Booking Blitz. How many parties do we want our team to book? What should our goals be like for this together? I want you guys to start kind of thinking. I don't want you guys to have answers tonight. I just want you to kind of start thinking. How can we cheer each other on and motivate each other? What types of party themes are you going to be offering your leads? Because I do a theme with every single party, and that's how they hold. That's how people get excited. That's why people show up, and that's why they want to do it again. All right, and what days of the week are you going to open yourself up for a few hours for a party? Like I mentioned just a moment ago, start thinking about those things now. Chris loves to throw us a challenge last minute, and that's what this Booking Blitz is about. So let's be loud and proud, Lilies, because we have actually won stuff from these Booking Blitzes before as a team. So let's show Chris what we got, right? Okay, training for a better business this month. Now, I know, what time is it? Okay, good, I'm good on time. Training for a better business this month. I've got these slides. I'm going to read and run through them with you, but I'm going to share them. And if you don't screenshot, or if you feel like I was moving too fast, tell me to go back a slide. But I got a lot of these from some friends. So the first thing I wanted to mention is if you don't currently follow up, that is how I hit, no joke, my 20,000 in my first quarter. Yes, I was partying. Yes, I was out and about doing events. But at the end of the day, when I stopped and I looked at my first quarter success, the follow up was where it was. Okay. My birthday orders that I was following up with my birthday girls from, January, February, and March. Everyone that shopped with me in the fall or in the summer of last year, I was following up with them in the first quarter to see if they were out of their products. I had at least half. So out of the 20,000 I did before April 1st, at least 10,000 of that was this, you guys, follow up. Okay. So if you're brand spanking new like Jess, and you're like, who the hell am I following? I ain't even been here a couple of weeks. The friends that were at your party, the friends that you wanted to invite, or the friends that have shopped or said they're gonna shop, that's the follow-up. Especially if you know one of your friends that have a bottle of Gucci, or she has bought stuff from other people in the past, and now you're a consultant and she wants to be with you. then you would follow up with her. So while you're following up, some of the reasons I do a lot of follow-up is because it's helping me build relationships. It helps me communicate with my customers on a regular basis. It really helps, myself learn how to communicate better. Because no joke, I communicate way differently and talk to my clients differently than I did back in 2009. The world is different. So 2009 to 2022, I just love to just have that full on relationship plus trust, because they know they're going to, count on me to catch up with them. Nobody gets pissed off when I follow up, you guys. Nobody. They're actually glad. They're happy. They're like, oh, thanks. I've been meaning to reach out to you. Oh, thanks. I've been dying to get the new bottle of something. My old bottle, my daughter took it, or my husband took it, or my dog bit into it over the holidays. Whatever. They've been thinking about you. They really have. Now, of course, if you've ever been in customer service, I used to, be on the phone with customer service. I've done everything since I was a teenager. You want to provide best customer service here in your business, you'll always find new bookings, new sales, and new partners, you guys. No joke. I was literally following up with a gal just in February, and then she joined. She was like, oh, no, let me just buy a kit. I was like, what? Like, I didn't even bring it up. I was just saying, hey, girl, hey, you need anything from me today? What's going down? How's your life? And then put the same effort into keeping customers, because here's the thing. In our business, in our intimate business, it's kind of hard to always find new customers. So it's, once you have a customer, you better treat her like gold. You better be like, thank you for shopping. Oh, and then a couple of days later, thank you. Hope you're enjoying your goods. You got any questions? Like she is in the front of your business, because you want to keep, it's so much easier in this business to keep a customer than to always be searching, So definitely that I wanted to mention. Now, if you have not heard of this before, the 2x2x2 method, you guys, I know Shauna and Mara and a few other leaders, Deb, I have spoke of this over and over and over again, and I have lived by this for my 13 years in business. This is how I literally hit the board every year. This is how I find success. This is how I find other lilies. You guys, every time somebody shops with me, I make sure I hit her up 2 days after she shops, 2 weeks after she shops, and then every 2 months after she shops. No joke. Okay. Now, let me kind of go through this a little bit. Ways you're going to follow up. A lot of women, especially if they just go to your website and shop, and like, you never text, you never message, she literally just goes there. You should handwrite her something. Handwrite her something real quick. I literally have, it's right behind me. It's this blue thing. Do you see this blue shelfy thing that's kind of wheeling around a little bit? This is where I keep all of my thank you cards and my envelopes and everything. I literally sit down at least once a week, and I'm handwriting love notes or thank you notes. If it's not for the team, it's for my customers. So, and it really, they literally go to my VIP group, or they'll message me and be like, I just got your thank you note in the mail. It's the best thing I've gotten in the mail in so long. Or if you're like, LaWanda, I'm not going to get stamps. I can't do that right now. I've got 9 jobs, 20 kids, and 30 different things going on. Quick text message. It just takes a moment. You could save it to, save something quick that you already have typed up. If you're a Droid user, if you're an Apple user, there's something that you can save it, and boom, customers love the love, you guys. And then, of course, a phone call. No joke. I only usually call my hostesses, and I know that sounds awful. I should probably call my teams more often, and I should call my customers more often. But when you hit the hundreds of thousands of people, that becomes difficult. But my hostesses, I only average about 80 to 90 of them a year, and they are the root of my business. If it wasn't for my hostess, I wouldn't have found the new Lily. I wouldn't have made sales. I wouldn't have booked new parties. So my hostesses, I always love to call them, especially right when they book. No joke. A woman booked a party in May with me this morning. I picked up the phone and I called her and I said, thank you. She didn't even pick up the phone. I left her a voicemail. I said, thank you. We're set for May 22nd at noon at your address. Just want to call you and say, thank you. I know you're probably at work right now. Appreciate you booking with me. Have a great day. Boom. And I hung up the phone. It took less than a minute. She then texts me back. I'm at work, but I just heard your voicemail, and thank you. I'm so literally. Now, if you can't call, my next best option, which I didn't have enough room on this slide for, a video. Create a very generic thank you for shopping or thank you for booking video. You can, on a good makeup day or something, hit that record button, make it 20 seconds, 30 seconds, something quick. Shoot it to her in a text or shoot it to her in a Facebook message. You guys, they love it. They love it. All right. So ways to follow up. I hope I'm helping somebody here. Let me continue to move. Now, the 2 days, I tend to make more sales on the 2 day. Okay. No lie. When people hear from me 2 days after the party, or let me just use Saturday as an example. Saturday, I did an adult Easter egg hunt, right? By Monday, which was yesterday, I had it in my phone as a reminder because I'm there. I'm at the event. I only had maybe a handful of people shop because everybody's busy doing other stuff at the egg hunt. But I sold an opening act to a gal, made sure I collected her information, right? And then I put a reminder in my phone to contact her on Monday. That's 2 days. Then I had a girl buy a door swing. Boom. She's, in my contacts. Boom. I put a reminder in my phone, contact her on Monday. So it was only 5 reminders yesterday. Think about it. I contacted all of them within 2 days. The chick that bought the opening act went ahead and bought an Unraveled, you guys. Like, she was like, oh man, I meant to buy more, but I was so busy at the hunt. I've been thinking about your catalogs. I gave her one of our catalogs because if you actually spend so much online this month, you get a free pack of catalogs, those lookbooks, and people love to look through stuff. I mean, I do. I get the BJ's or not the BJ's, but the Costco, whatever you have in your area, catalog of coupons, and my ass will sit there for 5 minutes flipping through it. Like I got other shit to do, but I'm flipping through it, right? So yes, sending a thank you, having that connection 2 days after a purchase, because they still think about you. 24 to 48 hours after the party, the purchase, the connection they made with you, they are still thinking about you. Being too salesy can be a turnoff. So literally my 2 day is just a thank you for shopping. Let me know if you have any questions about what you got from me. Have a great day. Literally, that's all it is. And I use her name, of course. I put that in here because people love their name. I mean, hell, if I just sat here and said, Deb, sup, Deb, how you doing, Deb? Love you, Deb. I love me some, the name. Like, people love their name. So using her name, and use it twice. I know it sounds crazy and you might think I'm crazy when I say this, but when I talk to people, I say, good morning, Darcy. How are you today? I hope you're enjoying those goods that you got from me on Saturday. I just want to check in, see if you have any questions. Have a great, beautiful day, Darcy. I hope it's beautiful for you, whatever. End your conversation, begin your conversation with her name. Wow, does it make a difference? Then just saying, hey girl, hey, I hope you're enjoying that door swing. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a nice day. Do you see the difference? Do you guys see the difference in my 2 day message when I use her name and when I don't use her name, right? Big, powerful thing. Okay. And then, as I say at the bottom, personalize, relate back to anything specific about your interaction. Like, for example, when the chick bought the door swing and me and her's having that conversation about it at her, yesterday, I brought up the fact that her boyfriend is excited. I'm like, your boyfriend's still excited? Did you open it up with him over the weekend? Relatability. It makes people feel so special. Okay. So that's my 2 day. Now, here's some quick scripts that corporate and, some other board members put together. So, and myself, I use these too. Take a quick screenshot of this, and I can also post this to the Lilies. But if it's your hostess, if it's your customer, hell, you just connected with her at the grocery store, if you got a new VIP member, I always say thank you. Hey, how you doing? Mara, if it's Mara joining my VIP group this day, I don't approve. I don't just hit approve and then never talk to her. You guys, you have to talk to your new VIP group members. You have to say hi. If you don't say hi, thank you for joining my love lounge or whatever you call your VIP group, you're going to feel, they're going to feel disconnected as soon as they see a post from you, because they're not even your friends yet. Maybe they were just added by another friend of a friend. I get so much business off of that welcome your new VIP group member, because all I do is say thank you, and I'm here if you have any questions, and if you see something you like, just let me know. And boom, they see something they like. And because you already started a message with them on Facebook prior to them ever messaging you, they already feel connected. Okay. And they appreciate that. Thank you. So all kinds of follow-up there, even about her casserole. I mean, dead serious. Whatever you want to follow up, just keep that connection. And 2 weeks. Here's 2 weeks. If you want to do it, you know, roughly between like 14 and 20 days, that's about the time frame I do it. Phone call is ideal, but again, we can't all do that. So I usually do a quick voice message, a quick video message, or a text. I do love voice messaging. If anybody doesn't use that like walkie-talkie Facebook Messenger thing with your voice with people, I do that so much. I do it with Lilies all the time too, in between, you know, like one-on-one calls. So please use that here. Come from a place of service. Have a genuine desire to just be there to help them. Because after 2 weeks of them having their goods, if they haven't opened the box yet, you can tell them to do so. She'd be like, oh, I haven't even opened it yet. You'd be like, oh, girlfriend, go. Well, Deb, you got to go open it. You just have to. It's been 2 weeks since you bought it. You deserve that fun. Remember, you spent good money on it. You deserve that. Like, go open that bottle and spray that skin. You just have no idea what you're missing, you know? So having that conversation, helping them enjoy their product that they purchased. And yeah, if it's not a phone call, I know this is a lot about phone, but I do that walkie-talkie Facebook message thing, and that gets the job done too. So, smile while you talk, smile while you work, even when you're in a bad fucking mood. Oh my God, I'll say it. I know I'm recording, but I want us all to do this. This is a quick exercise, okay? And we're going to be wrapping up here soon, I promise. And I know Mara's like, what time is it? But let's all do this. Like, if you don't want to do it by unmuting yourselves because we're recording, I totally get that. But I want you to try this. Go ahead and with your crankiest voice, say, I hate making money, but do it with a smile. You know, like, I hate making money. Say it with a straight face. So with your crankiest voice, say, I hate making money. I hate it. I hate making money. I see some of y'all talking. I see Tammy Curtis saying, now do this without a smile, with your happiest voice. So with a scale, I love making money. I'm sorry, I can't do this. I'm trying to get y'all to do this exercise that I can't even do. So I'm trying to do this with you, but I love this. I love that this is something I've done with other board members. We've done this at trainings. We've done this at World Conference. We've done this all over the place, but try it, you know, with your crankiest voice, but with a smile. I hate making money. Like this smile will literally change your day. It will change the way your customers are listening to you. It'll change the way your husband is listening to you. Your kids are listening. Even if you walk up to your dog and you're like, how you smile at that dog. Literally, a smile will change us. So again, that was just a quick, fun little, like, I wanted you guys to try, but if you don't say, I love making money, or if you don't say, I love booking parties, or I'm good at booking parties, those are some things you should definitely start saying. Now, this I'm going to keep really, really fast because it's a lot of repeat, but take notes is one thing I wanted to mention off this slide. And I'll post these slides to Lilies, I promise. Take notes so you can refer back to something that has been discussed with that person. I love taking notes. And always ask, be like, hey girl, can I keep in touch? Because you're moving on to that every 2 months. So you might as well go ahead and get her permission to keep in touch. Okay. All right. I don't know if you guys got a screenshot of that, but I'm gonna keep moving. Here are some ways to check in and ask for permission. So providing you with that outstanding customer service, or put your own flavor to it. Be like, hey girl, hey, my actual customer service is to be in front, make sure you know I'm here for you. I'd like to touch base with you every couple of months, see how you're doing, share anything new and exciting. Would that be okay? End with a question. I end with a question often. Is that cool with you? Can I keep in touch with, every couple of months, see how you're doing with things? And usually she's like, hell yeah, check in with me. But yes, quick, ask for permission. And now here's the 2 months. So 2 months after a party or purchase, a text or DM, very fine for this. If you want to offer more information, I send out an email as well. and then ask them, this is a great time. At the 2-month mark, such a good time. Free call to action to book, buy, participate, add friends, referrals, all kinds of stuff. So 2 months is very powerful. So refer to a previous discussion, something current. You could even go stalk them a little bit on their social media. I do that with my hostesses, and I'll just be like, hey girl, hey, last time we talked, or it's been too long, or I just read this, or I just saw on Instagram, you got a new job. How's that going? Catch up with her. I do this within my VIP group. I go by alphabet, and I'll just go through all the A's, and I'll go stalk them. Like, I'll take a couple of days, I'll block it out of my month, and I'll take those few days each month to go stalk some of my VIP group members, kind of flirt with them on, Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And then a call to action within the same discussion would be, we've launched new products, especially because we just did, or is there anything I may assist you with? Do you know about my referral program? Great ways to, throw a quick question at the end and have that call to action when you're touching base with people. All right. So we've stayed in touch. Now here is what I do for those quarterly, every 2-month gaps. What I have is groups, and I actually do base it off of their birthday. So all of my customers are organized by their birthday. All right. And when I was really, really new, it was a file folder literally in my file cabinet with 12 folders, and just January through December. And I would put the connection card in that folder. Now, a lot of us are doing more virtual. So you just go ahead and pull up a Google Doc, and you've got 12 tabs at the bottom, January, February, March, April, all the way to December. And then you can have a color code. I know Christine Turner loves adding color. So this is what I did, even on the tabs on Google or in the folders when I was 2009, okay? There was group 1 where certain colors. So I would skip every few months. So January, April, July, and October would be a certain color. February, May, August, November, March, June, September, December. And there would be 3 groups. So that way I could follow up easily with each of them. Here's a quick birthday message that's very vague. You can add your own flavor to it, but that's how I organize my groups of people and customers, is by their birthday. I usually only keep nowadays, I only keep 4 pieces of information. Her birthday is very important because that's how she's, filed away. And then of course her cell phone number, and her full name, of course, and then make sure you've got, her email, because I do a lot of emailing as well. I know that's old school, but you guys, it still works. Birthday bash. If you don't have one of these already, you definitely should consider grabbing one and doing one. If you haven't done one in April, if you haven't planned one for May, every month I do a birthday bash in my own VIP group. It's a nice big birthday party, and I text all of my birthday girls and I let them know about it. And I say, hey, you should join us. And then I put them up on a prize wheel, or I put them up so they can win something fun. And if you did not know, there is a birthday section on the training site. And I've even gone there to get some tips and get some ideas. Okay, so you go to Pure Romance, training.pureromance.com, click on book, and then it's right there, booking techniques. Look at this. There's even sit and shop, social media, engagement, booking posts, text messages, birthdays, mystery hostess, all that right there on the training site. Even after 13 years, I still use the training site. Like I said a minute ago, some people use folders to organize their customers. They use good old-fashioned pen and paper or a digital method. Like, I love Google Docs. Hell, our Team Mega Prize Party, some of you have got over a year of contacts that you can go, because on all of those surveys, don't I ask for their birthday? Whoop, whoop. Why? Because that's how I organize my contacts, and that's how I follow up. So pick a system, either, like I said, folders, or you can use a filing system online. Keep it simple. Just start. Don't wait. I waited too long to get organized. I lost a lot of customers. If you've got a customer that's always like, yeah, I used to have a consultant, but I don't know what happened to her, that's probably my ass, because I waited too many months to get myself organized and start follow up. So like I said, group them and make a plan. Oh, that was kind of quick. Shit. Group them make a plan. So group 1, and then you would contact them, group 2, group 3. Now, making a plan, identify what types of systems work for you. Like I said, I did the paper system for the longest time, and that's what worked for me, but then it just didn't work anymore. And if you're on the digital age right now and you're like, man, this isn't working for me, maybe you should take a step back and try the paper route of follow-up and connection and keeping your customers organized. One of the two ways. So like I said, this is kind of a wrap. Taking action, making 2x2x2 connections, 2 weeks, 2 to 7 weeks, 8 weeks or more. I love this system, you guys. There's so many of us that use this system. Oh, in case you guys did not know, we have a free close contact coming up from the 21st to the 25th of this month. So right before our team mega prize party. So if you have anyone that pre-orders and has, items in their cart and they want this free toy and they check out with you before the party, please, when I put that post up for those orders, they can still be included. I can still pull prizes out of the eggs for them. Okay. Woo, woo. All right. So let me celebrate with y'all as we continue to roll into the 9 o'clock hour. I hope you guys have learned something so far. If you didn't see Dana put this up, I had to show this to the Lilies. You guys, let's get excited. Made me choke on my biscuit, Tracy. I love you so much. Always send them private message. Thank you. I love this, Deb. I'm just now noticing the chat. Rewatching, getting good notes. Oh, good, good, good. Well, as we start the recognition and move out of the training segment, I hope that was good information. I probably put a lot of repetitive slides in there and worked a little too hard on that show, but I love, love, love my follow-up system, and I had to share it with you guys. Oh, good. Deb sending energy out to every Lily for all of our goals. Yes, yes, yes. 2020 summer has again 10 to 15 parties a month, Mar. Yes, yes, and yes. And I'm just scrolling a little bit more to see if I missed anything else in the chat before we move on. But yes, this will work very awesome for those vendor events too. Deb, if you book, the vendor events, if you book any parties off of that, use it for the Blitz, but look, as we get into recognition, the top 100 group sales, the Lilies are still holding it down in the top 25. We are hustling this first quarter, but I know that March was a struggle for many of us. I know April is different and May is different. So as we continue to hold that the top 25 spot, I just had to show us off. And for the Diamond Empire, in case you guys did not know, that is our mother of a team. It's our huge team that pretty much goes right up to Patty Brisbane. Here is our team current goals. Oh my goodness, the slide is way off. That's supposed to say 127,000. Hold on. That's 127,000. Giving you guys a little bit of a push. We're going to do some web order challenges and hopefully get us closer and closer during the summer. The summer is when we usually really get hot and do kick it faster to the 500,000 mark. As long as we will be a board of directors team for 2023, you guys. But we do want to see where we can go this year. We have 8 potential Me Plus 3 trackers of women that are working on that. And altogether this year so far for the first quarter, we Lilies during that first quarter. Again, not too far off our track of 125. Each quarter, as long as we do about 20 to 30 Lilies each quarter, we are on track, you guys. So let me keep us moving. Big shout out, use the chat box. Amy Smith is #1 in sales for Team Lusty Lilies for the month of March. Congratulations. So excited for Amy Smith over in Colorado. She is kicking ass and taking names. And then our #2 spot this month for March was Tara Van Eck with $2,329. Still out there partying. That woman parties every month. Tammy Curtis, $2,072. Deborah K, $1,354. Cindy Vescioni over here in Virginia Beach, $1,228. Ashley Jump up in Williamsburg, $1,169. I saw my spirit number and I had to say it. Chassie Ledford down in Carolina, $1,007. Misty Betzing, I wish she was here to share her good news in the after party, but she just got a house, you guys. So excited for her. She's only been in Pure Romance for a few months, but every month she's making $1,000 or more. So she started putting money aside, and her sister just got a house. I'm so excited for them. It's a huge place. Tracy Smith, 975. Andrea Vowles Hernandez, 894. Leanne Couture, who's also still pretty new to the Lilies, 870. Congrats to her. Joanne, kicking ass, taking names, at 833. Amanda, 818. Laura Natali, up in Pennsylvania, 761. Christine Turner, she's in the house. Give her some love with 684. Tammy Roberts, is she still in the house? Give her some love with 647. And Deb's in the house too, Deb Truitt. Everybody's that's up here, please give them some love. We got Christine Turner at 8684, Tammy Roberts, 647. And what's really crazy is I was pulling this report. I've never seen a Lily do exact sales as another Lily. Heather Martin over here in Virginia Beach, though, 647. Tracy Davenport at 575. Valerie Parker over in Portsmouth, 558. And then look, she's in the room. She's a brand spanking new Lily. Her name is Jessica Temple, 436. Get it, Jess. So damn proud of y'all. And I will be posting that slide to the Lilies as well. Quick welcome to all of our new Lusty Lilies. Danielle literally joined Amy Smith like 2 weeks, like a week or 2 weeks ago, like 15 days. So wanted to shout her out, welcome her. Jackie Hoffman and Leanne Coulter joined me just a couple months back. Caitlin Van Dyke, Shauna Taylor, Jessica Temple, Miranda Vert, Natasha Stromberg, and Sasha Prinz. In case they did not know they were welcome, we wanted to say welcome. Now, if they or anyone else needs a refresher moment, I'll be going back to the basics this week, actually, April 21st, 8 p.m. You can get in the Zoom room with me and go over some pretty good startup basic tips on how a business within Pure Romance should pretty much open, like a grand opening. How should you grand open your business? So I'll talk about that. Here are your top 15 so far for 2022. That's out of 87 Lilies. Now, our team has become smaller in the last 12 months. We were at about 125, 135 Lilies. So we are smaller, but I know we're gonna bounce right back. We always do. So we're at 87 Lilies now, but like our goal chart, our goal thermometer, we want to be at 125. So let's continue to work on that. Top 15 though, Tara, who has done more than me. I want to shout her out for that. I'm sitting at 23,694 for the year. That chick is beating the best numbers here, $25,128. She is on track for President's Club this year. Then we've got Mara Foster Gray, Tammy Curtis, Misty Betsing, Deborah Kay up in Canada, Amy Smith, Valerie Parker, Tracy Smith, Cindy Vescioni, Erica Carl, Joanne, Cindy Trottier, Laura Natali, Chastity Ledford, and our very own Tammy Roberts in the house. They are all part of the top 15. Now, this is an annual contest that Lilies work for all year, every year. And I'm working right along with y'all, just to let y'all know I'm sitting there with my sales and recruits as well. But that's kind of just a quick wrap. And then also the other annual contest we have is the Me Plus 3 contest, where I give a $500 cash giveaway at the end of the year. Now, I know you guys are like, but it's April. You guys still have time, okay? The year is not over at all. So get your name up here. We had some new things happen since I showed this off last month. I myself got a couple more recruits. Amy Smith got on the board. Tammy Roberts right here. She helped one more girl get started. So now she's up to 2. She needs one more, and then she'll be in the Me Plus 3 drawing. So once you have 3, and no, I'm not in the drawing, but I don't see myself shout out enough. So I like to shout myself out sometime on our slide. I'm not in this drawing. I'm giving this drawing away. Last year, Laura Natali won it. So let's see. I cannot wait to see more names up here, and I cannot wait to see who wins in December. Oh my goodness, that's when you know I'm working late at night. What motivates you? How can we help you sell more? And how can we help you share this opportunity more? Please think about those things, Lilies, because that's what our team is here for. We've always been here for each other. So definitely let us know. You can really, I know it's where we become a little more vulnerable and we open up And even myself, if you hear me, I'm always looking for new ideas. I'm always asking questions. I'm always researching. And that's me. That's what motivates me, is to always be learning. So how can we help you? So think about that. And then remember your resources. So many resources. Pick one or two each month. I know that sounds crazy. Excuse me. But pick one or two each month to actually focus on. Maybe you didn't watch much of Rise and Grind so far in April. Maybe make that a goal in May to really put your blinders on and not miss a Rise and Grind. You know what I mean? Pick one or two of these and focus. Don't feel like you have to do everything. I don't do everything. You guys, we don't have to do everything, but we have to do something, if that makes sense. So again, resources are wildly open here, but don't feel like you have to use them all. Pick one or two, and I guarantee you will find success. Okay, those resources will help you find success within Pure Romance. Honestly, picking one or two will keep you sane and keep you feeling fulfilled and purposeful without feeling the FOMO of being left out. A lot of lilies get that feeling sometimes because of how much is going on. Pick and choose. We are not mad at you if you don't go to that Roadmap Success Facebook group today. Okay? Pick one or two things that fill you up and make you feel good about your business. Okay? All right. Team challenge. We have a few going on already, but I put this up because, well, Chris is always saying this to us. He's always saying one more. He's always saying one more challenge, one more, get one more, So for the month of April, if, one more person, just go ask one more person about having a party in April or May. One more message to check in with a gal who shopped with you recently. Just one message. One more event planned for your VIP group this month. I mean, the month ain't over, you guys. Hell, I took the second week of April off completely. So this week and next week are like my birthday events and, the team mega party. So I'm working. One more invite sent to your VIP group, just one more. One more section completed for the Indiana University Sexual Health Program. This month, I myself plan to complete one more section. One more coaching call for free with your team mentors. If you haven't booked one, no joke. Mara booked one with me, I think tomorrow or the next day, because the month isn't over yet, Lilies. One more web order will bring you one more dollar to your, maybe just one more walk around your block. Like, let's take it completely off the business table for a second. When's the last time, and Deb, don't you get your broken toe ass up, but I'm talking about everybody else. When's the last time you took a walk around your block? I'm new. My neighborhood is new to me. So I'm out walking my neighborhood saying hello to everybody because I'm new. Maybe one more glass of water. A lot of us did Pure 21 in January and February. How's your March and April? I will go ahead and get very vulnerable and let you guys know that I sucked at drinking water this month. And I didn't realize that until I was on vacation. And then I was like, holy crap, there's Tammy. She's like, got my water. One more glass of water. And if you don't want it today, will you do it tomorrow? Because guess what? It's still April tomorrow. Okay. The month isn't over. And then last but not least, one more meditation moment and remembering you are worth it. And if you need a replay of any of our team meditations, they're up on our team YouTube channel and they're up on my channel from years before because I save them all because I use them again and again. So as we wrap it up, these are our challenges. We've got that booking blitz. We've got our, team mega prize party coming up. I'm going to open it up now. We're done with the slideshow. Woohoo! It was nice and extra long this month, but I hope you learned something great out of it. Please, as I hit that, kill the recording button so Lilies can replay. If you want to unmute yourself and say, bye, Lilies, like we do sometimes, please go ahead and do that. But I really thank anybody that's watching the replay and everybody for being live with me. Thank you. Thank you. Let's start the after party. Go ahead and unmute yourselves.
Have a great night, Lilies. Let's book them.
Bye, Lilies.
Bye.
Oh, there's And then Deb, who said let's book them?
I did.
Deb.
Lilies, we're all saying bye, but we're saying let's get out to booking them parties. Let's get out there. Parties equal profits, right? So let's see some more profit this summer. Bye, bye, Lilies.
Now we're the pure romance police. So it's time to book them all.